Hello everyone, and welcome to my Update US Gossip channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Is Robyn the target of Christine Brown's cringe moment on Sister Wives? Was Sister Wives Christine Brown Woolley's cringe moment aimed at Robyn Brown, her former sister? Since Christine left the plural family in 2021, the two have broken up, but they have had to be together a few times for their children. So, did Christine do something that she thought was cute but was actually untrue and made people cringe? Keep reading for more details. Is Robyn the target of Christine Brown's cringe moment? When Christine Brown Woolley gathered her three sister wives and Kody Brown in 2021, she had a few announcements. The first was she was leaving them, and the second was that she was moving from Flagstaff to Utah. Finally, she noted that she was distancing herself from Mary and Robyn Brown. Yet, Christine wanted to maintain her closeness with second wife, Janelle Brown. Robyn was very hurt by this because she interpreted it as Christine abandoning her and her 5 children. That was not the case. Instead, after moving to Utah, Christine fell in love with David Woolley. She knew from the first date that he was the one and vice versa. They started to plan a wedding before there was even an engagement. Kody maintained that he had no idea what she was doing in Utah, despite the fact that it was evident that she had found her soulmate. Then, it was time for Gwendolyn Brown's wedding shower and everyone was invited. At the last minute, Kody and Robyn Brown opted to go so they would come face to face with Christine. Plus, they would meet her new man, David. While doing the introductions, Christine Brown leaned closer to David, resting on his shoulder. When she does this, one fan said, she acts cringe, and their kids and sister wives fans are sick of the constant PDA. Though they are happy for Christine, it is a tad much. Yet, was her cuddle moment with David all for Robyn? The OP believed that she did it because she still cares about Kody, and a Reddit thread was started to discuss the interaction. A follower had another idea. Prepared for downvotes, I believe Robyn was the focus of that move. Lots of animosity there. Kody or Robyn? Sister Wives followers struggled back and forth. Was it about Robyn Brown and Kody, or is Christine Brown Woolley truly content? Has she found her person and wants to celebrate it everywhere? There were a lot of mixed feelings, and for good reasons. There was also the possibility that the editing had a significant impact on how viewers perceived that scene. Robyn and Kody's squirming is undoubtedly caused by the fact that Christine and David ended up looking extremely content. That is likely enough for fans and Christine. Christine Brown's recent move on Sister Wives has ignited a firestorm of criticism from fans who decry it as nothing short of greedy. Over the course of recent episodes, viewers have been left in disbelief as Christine made a decision that many interpret as self-serving and indicative of deeper issues within the family's complex power dynamics. The backlash isn't merely about a single misstep, it's emblematic of a long-standing tension within the Brown household, where every action is magnified and personal ambitions are often pitted against collective well-being. For years, Sister Wives has chronicled the tangled web of relationships that define the Brown family, painting a picture of both resilience and rivalry. In this highly scrutinized environment, each family member is expected to toe a delicate line between personal gain and group harmony. Christine, one of the more outspoken figures on the show, has often found herself caught in the crossfire of conflicting expectations. Her recent move, which many fans are labeling as greedy, is seen as a deliberate attempt to secure an advantage for herself, even if it comes at the expense of long-standing alliances and the trust that once bonded the sister wives. Critics argue that instead of contributing to the family's unity, Christine's actions have only deepened divides, reinforcing a narrative of self-interest that has plagued the household for years. In the episode that sparked the controversy, Christine made a bold business decision related to a lucrative family asset that many believe was executed without regard for the interests of the other wives. Insiders and longtime viewers alike noted that her decision appeared to sideline the collective needs of the family in favor of her personal financial gain. Social media erupted with comments questioning her motives. It's like she's trying to cut herself a bigger slice of the pie at everyone else's expense, one fan wrote, echoing a sentiment shared by many who feel that the move was less about practicality and more about self-aggrandizement. What makes the reaction particularly intense is the backdrop of years of perceived inequities within the Brown household. The dynamics among the sister wives have always been fraught with rivalry and the struggle for recognition. Many fans have long accused Christine of being more opportunistic than her counterparts, accusing her of leveraging every situation to maximize her own benefit. This latest decision, viewed by some as the epitome of greed, has only cemented that reputation. Observers point out that while the other wives have often been willing to make sacrifices for the sake of the family's unity, Christine seems determined to secure her own interests, even if it means creating further rifts within the household. Critics also note that Christine's move reflects a broader shift in the way some of the sister wives' participants approach their public and private lives. Once, the show's appeal lay in its raw portrayal of emotional struggle and the real-life challenges of managing an unconventional family. Over time, however, the lines between genuine emotion and strategic self-promotion have blurred. In a world where every decision is mediated by cameras and every word is scrutinized by millions, actions like Christine's are quickly categorized as either bold leadership or blatant greed. For many fans, the difference is clear. When a move is seen as undermining the collective well-being for personal gain, it becomes a flashpoint of anger. Moreover, the criticism directed at Christine isn't solely about money or business acumen, it's deeply personal. The Brown family's internal dynamics have long been a subject of passionate debate among viewers. Each wife's contributions have been weighed against her perceived ambitions, and the idea that one member might prioritize her own financial or personal gain over the family's cohesion is a particularly bitter pill for many fans. In this context, Christine's decision is interpreted as a betrayal, a stark reminder of the fractures that have long existed within the family. Many viewers recall earlier seasons when the sister wives, despite their disagreements, presented a united front in the face of external pressures. The move has shattered that illusion of solidarity for a segment of the audience, suggesting instead that self-interest has always played a more significant role than previously acknowledged. Adding fuel to the fire is the manner in which the decision was presented on the show. In a series of unscripted moments, Christine's confident delivery, laced with a tone that some interpret as dismissive of others' opinions, reinforced the notion that she was unrepentantly focused on her own agenda. The editing of these scenes, which fans say emphasized her assertiveness over any hints of collaborative spirit, has led to widespread allegations that the production team is intentionally amplifying her greedy image. Whether this portrayal is entirely the result of behind-the-scenes manipulation or a genuine reflection of her behavior remains a point of contention. Nonetheless, for many viewers, the final product is a damning portrait of a woman who, at a critical juncture, chose to prioritize personal gain over the shared values of trust and unity that many believed had once held the Brown family together. Beyond the immediate impact on family dynamics, Christine's move raises larger questions about the nature of accountability and transparency in reality television. The Brown family's saga has always been about more than just personal drama. It's a window into the challenges of managing real-life relationships under the unyielding scrutiny of public opinion. In a setting where every decision is amplified for the cameras, actions that might seem trivial in private can take on immense significance. Fans argue that by taking a step that appears to be driven by greed, Christine is not only compromising her own integrity but also setting a dangerous precedent for the entire family. It prompts the question, if self-interest is allowed to override collective needs, what message does that send about loyalty, responsibility, and the sacrifices required for true unity? The debate extends beyond the boundaries of the show and touches on broader societal issues, how we value collaboration versus individual success, and the costs associated with prioritizing personal gain in a system that was built on shared commitment. The fallout from the controversy has already begun to reshape the narrative of Sister Wives. In subsequent episodes, subtle shifts in dialogue and body language suggest that the tension stemming from Christine's decision is affecting the overall mood of the household. Family meetings have taken on a more charged atmosphere, and fans have noted that even moments intended to be conciliatory seem tinged with underlying resentment. The ripple effects are evident not only in the relationships among the wives but also in how the family's financial decisions are discussed publicly. Some observers believe that this incident could be a turning point, one that forces a long overdue reckoning with the values that have long governed the Brown household. By exposing the raw reality of internal power struggles, the controversy invites viewers to ask difficult questions about the true cost of fame, the price of personal ambition, and the extent to which personal gain can be prioritized without irreparably damaging familial bonds. Supporters of Christine, however, argue that the move should be viewed in a more nuanced light. They contend that in the high-pressure world of reality TV, where every opportunity is fiercely competitive and every decision can lead to a significant payoff, it is natural for participants to act in ways that maximize their personal outcomes. In this view, what some call greed might be interpreted as strategic self-interest, a survival mechanism in an environment that rewards bold, sometimes ruthless, decision-making. These supporters point out that every member of the Brown family has, at various times, acted out of self-interest. They argue that singling out Christine's move as uniquely greedy oversimplifies the complex web of motivations that drive behavior in such a high-stakes context. According to this perspective, the real issue isn't whether Christine acted greedily, but whether the system that governs the family encourages behavior that prioritizes individual success over collective well-being. The discussion among fans reflects a broader cultural debate about the nature of authenticity in reality television. In a media landscape that often blurs the line between scripted drama and genuine emotion, every action is subject to intense scrutiny and reinterpretation. For many viewers, the accusation that Christine's move was greedy is not simply a judgment on her character, it's a commentary on the pressures and incentives inherent in the reality TV format. They argue that if every decision is made with the awareness that it will be dissected by millions of viewers, then the actions of the family members are inevitably shaped by the need to stand out, to assert dominance, and to ensure that their personal narratives remain compelling. In this light, the backlash against Christine can be seen as a microcosm of the larger conflict between personal integrity and the demands of public performance, a struggle that has defined Sister Wives since its inception. Ultimately, the controversy surrounding Christine Brown's alleged greedy move is a testament to the enduring power of the Brown family narrative, a saga marked by ambition, betrayal, and the constant negotiation between individual desires and collective responsibilities. For fans, the heated debate is a reflection of their own investment in the family's story, a story that, despite its many twists and turns, continues to provoke thought and elicit strong emotions. Whether one views Christine's actions as a necessary assertion of self-interest or as a betrayal of the family's foundational values, there is no denying that this moment has added a new and provocative chapter to the Sister Wives saga. As the season progresses, viewers will be watching closely to see how this controversy unfolds and what long-term impacts it may have on the family's internal dynamics. Will this moment of division lead to lasting rifts, or could it become a catalyst for meaningful dialogue and reconciliation? Only time will tell, but one thing is clear, the raw emotions and fierce debates sparked by Christine's move underscore the fact that in the world of Sister Wives, nothing is ever as simple as it appears. Behind every headline and every heated social media exchange lies a complex reality of personal ambition, deep-seated insecurities, and the unyielding pressures of life in the spotlight. For many fans, the call for accountability and authenticity is louder than ever, a plea that the true costs of greed, ambition, and the relentless pursuit of personal gain be acknowledged and addressed, not just for the sake of the Brown family's future, but for the integrity of reality television as a whole.